Yes, we are live. Welcome yet to another edition of Sports Jazz. Josh, Isaac, we are live. Sports Jazz, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications, everyone. I know we're still fighting with the timings, but well, we are here, and it feels home. I would say it always feels good to be home. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Josh,
What up? What up? What up?
we are headed into the weekend, no football anymore. So yeah, I think it's going to be a bit. Oh, but tomorrow is the Champions League finals, right?
No, tomorrow United is playing Hong Kong.
Oh, Josh, come on.
United is playing in
Okay.
Hong Kong tomorrow. We had a presser today of Ruben Amorim and Ahmad.
I know,
And
but
yeah.
okay, so okay. Besides
No,
that,
the,
what
the
else is
Champions
happening tomorrow?
the Champions League is on Saturday.
It's on Saturday. Oh, tomorrow is Friday. Sorry, my bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
Saturday.
It's on Saturday. Yeah.
Let's wait and see how things will turn out. But I know we're going to have some
Congratulations,
fun.
Chelsea. They did win the Conference
Man, I
Cup.
felt so bad. I wanted real bit. I wanted Anthony to win.
Yeah, you saw when he came up against
Anthony.
You saw when he
I
came
wanted
up
him to win.
against physical opposition, it was difficult
I'm,
for him to do
yeah,
anything
but
about
yeah,
his
huh. But
dancing.
I'm
So
really happy for him. I'm happy for Anthony
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
that he's
happy for
doing so
him
well
too.
that side. You know,
And later on, I'll just show you how much I'm happy for him.
Dre, what up, Dre, what up, Dre, man. I know we've been disappointed with Liam Delap. We're going to come to that. Sports Jazz, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Dre already in the comment section. Shout out to Dre and shout out to Jahim. For those of you who don't know who Jahim is,
Yeah,
give it a
yeah.
few more years. We are going to compile everything and we shall be putting it on here, even on our
Real
channel.
soon,
Just
real
give it a
soon.
few more years, real soon. Um, yeah, Josh, I think we just have to go into the transfer markets, Josh. It's
Yeah, yeah,
been a
yeah, yeah.
very,
Definitely,
very
definitely.
disappointing evening. Very
That's what we're here
disappointing
to
evening.
discuss. And I just don't know. I just don't know how these things keep happening. But for me, I think it's a blessing in disguise. So take it
Really,
away.
Josh, you've been saying that guy is everything. Now all of a sudden it's a blessing in this case.
Yeah, I mean, it was the next best thing if we could get him. But yesterday I told you I don't like players who are thinking twice about coming to Manchester United. If Manchester United is asking for you, you should be more than excited to join the club. If you feel that, and a player from Ipswich, you think that you're looking for Champions League football, and United is far off playing in the Champions League, so you cannot join
Well, he chose
Manchester
Chelsea.
United.
Chelsea has been a better
That
team.
is
They've won the
exactly
Conference
so.
League. Mm.
What I was trying to say is he would have made his decision much earlier and not diddy-dal around with Manchester United that he's still looking around. If Manchester United wants you, don't be there looking around.
Once again, guys, Josh, Isaac, we are here for our usual stream. Josh, let's go right away into it. Yeah, let's dig deep, Josh. Looks like Chelsea finally have reached an agreement, and I mean total agreement, as per Fabrizio Romano, with
Yeah.
Delap. I mean, they're about to sign him. He chose them. I think they're better. I see Dre Mukisa also in the comment section is also saying the same thing. And I mean, it's not good news for Man United fans because everyone thought
I think it's good news for
this
Manchester
guy.
United fans.
Good news. Who are you going to replace him with?
No matter who is on the window, but I mean, most of the Manchester United fans, we were hoping that we do sign Gyökeres or Osimhen, even if
Mm,
these players were beyond our reach. So we were
mm,
settling for Liam Delap because we were given this whole story that we do not have funds and we cannot afford certain players, and 30 million pounds is really cheap. So I mean, you could have gotten a player at 30 million pounds, and that would be good enough. But for me, I've always wanted us to first complete the signing of Matias Cunha and Brian Mbeumo before we
mm.
look at the guy who is going to lead the line. Because for me, I believe that if we do get the inside tens right, then even Jonathan David, if he's coming on a free transfer, could help us until we actually have enough money to get better players. Oh, and I was hoping that later on in the window, we shall have made enough money to spend big on an already made striker who can
Mm.
help us get the goals. I was against Liam Delap I settled for the skill set of the boy because it was painted that it's the pic. We were painted a picture that it is the player that we could have gotten. Okay, but I was always
Mm,
against Delap because Liam Delap is 22 years old, Chido Obi Martin is 18 years old, and Rasmus Hoyland is 21 years old. So it was always going to be very difficult. Who is learning off who? So I
mm,
mean, I didn't want that whole. I thought that Chido Obi's development will not progress much further because he's not learning directly from anyone who is much older than him with much more experience than him, and he's just learning with the same players with almost a similar skill set, and they're all learning on the job. So I didn't like that for him. I prefer that we do get an experienced player, and I always thought that later on in the window we shall have managed to sell Marcus Rashford and Garnacho and gotten a pure profit of about 90 to 100 million pounds. And when we do have that, we can ease the tension on the profitability and sustainability roles. And when we do
mm,
that, we can be in a position to spend even much more than 300 million in the summer window. And
mm.
if you're spending 300 million, you can spend at least another 60 million um, for Gyökeres or Osimhen or a proven a goal scorer at that.
Yeah, I think it's but by the way, there's news that United have initiated contacts with Osimhen's representatives. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
I'm
yeah.
hoping it's true, but it's just weird that everyone is ducking us, Josh. I thought we're the mighty club, because at least we just
No,
signed
we are
Cunha.
we are the
Cunha
mighty
showed his
club, but
interest
this
in
is a
us.
boy. This is a boy who doesn't know any better. He's coming from Ipswich. He was at Man City. Maybe he has mixed feelings about playing for Manchester United, and he thought that yeah, it is time maybe to go and play for Chelsea. But if I may ask you, is he an improvement on Nicholas Jackson? Because for me, I do believe Nicholas Jackson is a better player.
By the way, I know you like that guy. I know you like that guy, but
Yeah, I like him. I know the whatever the pundits like to point out his flaws as if it was a
bit slow. He's a bit slow.
New Year's fireworks. But I mean, this guy his numbers are great. I mean, he has always stand up. I mean, he gets okay himself in positions where you think that I should be scoring much more than he
Mm,
actually scores. But I mean, he's 21 too. He's like 22 years old now. I mean, he did score 15 goals. Uh, he in his first season in the Premier League, he could have
mm.
scored 25 if he was taking the penalties for Chelsea, because Cole Palmer scored 10 penalties that season.
By the way, Palmer was on fire yesterday, Josh. He really had a
Yeah, yeah,
great
yeah,
game
yeah,
yesterday.
yeah.
He tormented the Real
Chelsea,
Betis.
Chelsea
And
came
your man,
alive in the second half.
and not forgetting your man Jadon Sancho also came on yesterday, scored a goal. In fact, they scored 3 goals when he came on. And
But see the
I don't
goal
know,
that Nicholas
but Roma
Jackson scored.
is Chelsea might still pay uh, the 5M just not to take him. Although, but
Unfortunately, unfortunately, that would be the right move for Chelsea. I mean, Jadon Sancho has not offered half as good enough to
mm,
Chelsea for Chelsea to make that a deal permanent. I mean, his liability at Chelsea. Yes, he did score the third goal that stretched the game and maybe gave them confidence to get a fourth and win the trophy. But that is what he's capable of. He can give you one or two things from his locker, but there's nothing about that game that Sancho played so well in that game. He didn't. He did.
the
He
man
did
scored,
score a
Josh. The
goal.
man was on the score sheet.
Yes, he did score a goal, but I mean, maybe if you just saw highlights on Twitter, maybe then on X, then maybe you can say that he did play well and all these things. But
Mm,
plaudits are always going to go to the players that score goals and stuff like that. But his bang average is bang average. He has been at Chelsea.
mm.
Chelsea. It would be unwise for Chelsea to
Man, you're so
actually
salty. You're
pay
very
for him.
salty. You're saying Jadon Sanchez is bang average, and I don't like the
Bang
kid.
average. Bang
But you,
average.
but
That
you're being
attitude is
salty.
not for football. That attitude is not for football. He can never prosper playing football with that attitude. Never.
Well, Jordan is giving good options, Josh. Sorry, Dre. Why am I saying Jordan? Jordan is Dre. He's giving a
Yeah,
good option in Jonathan David. I told you, Josh, this guy is good.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Let's get him.
he's
He's
been in
free.
Lille. Yeah, he comes on a free transfer. At one point, I don't know whether it was before Eric Ten Hag. We had, who did we have? Ralph. I think it was
Yes,
Ralph when we're being linked to him. Look, I like him. I know he's Canadian. I know it's very rare to find someone from that side who is very good. But you have Davis, you
Alfonso
have
Davis.
Alfonso Davis, and he's
Yeah, but
killing it. He has always
the
been
other,
killing it in Bayern Munich. So, I mean, if Jonathan David is coming on a free transfer, Josh, and I also understand he doesn't want really high wages, I don't know why teams are not into him. You know, they should go for him.
the problem we have is I would love to sign Hugo Echitike, but I mean the Frankfurt is asking for about 75 million for his signature, but
I know
he's
he's very
really
expensive.
really a promise. He's a good guy. His potential.
Mm,
He is actually very good. I was skeptical about him because of his age. He's
mm,
still very young and stuff like that, but he looks like the real deal. He looks like a finished article. He's scoring goals. I mean, even if he's young, he's already doing it. And I think that is a player we can consider. But what I know is Manchester. Why I say that it's a blessing in disguise. Manchester United will sign a striker this season, this summer
a-
window, and
and who are
the
we going
fact
to
that
strike? Who are we
I
going to
don't
sign,
know,
Josh?
I don't know yet, but the fact that Liam Delap is off, even better because we are going to get a better striker.
Who, Liam Delap? So you think because he's off now, we are going to get
Now
a
we are
better
going to get a
striker?
better striker.
Give me
Yes,
options. Those that
Jason
you
will.
think Man United is within. I mean, its means to get them. Give me options. I think one is Jonathan David.
Yeah, like I told you before, after explaining that later on in the window, if we do get pure profit from the sales of Ganacho and Rashford, we can be in a
Mm,
position to spend much more money. So we can bring in a player like Jokeres or Osimhen. And
mm,
Osimhen, even if we are not playing in the Champions League, if we do give him what he wants, I don't think he'll have a problem playing for
mm.
Manchester United. He will come to Manchester United. And
Who Osimhen?
now that Chelsea has signed Liam Delap, I don't see them looking at exploring the option of signing Victor Osimhen.
By the way, he was on their radar, but the only problem is Liam Delap is, you know, he's EPL,
I thought you were
tested.
going to say it's English.
No, he's EPL
As in it,
tested. Of course,
so
that's
I
the only
mean,
thing, by the way, that worries me on the other side. Liam Delap being an Englishman, it really worries me because Josh, come on, let's face it. You know how the English media journalists they are very good at hyping their own. You
let me
remember
tell
how they
you,
used to hype? So for me, that also worries me being an English person, rather an
you know
English
Jack
player.
Grealish. Jack
I know Jack
Grealish
Grealish
cost 100
overhyped.
million,
I
went
I
to
don't
Man
even
City.
understand why Man City why Pep authorized that.
Yeah, but he was good. He was turning heads
No, Josh.
in
Yes, he was good,
well
but
at
not a
Aston
hundred
Villa.
million. Not a
Yeah, yeah,
hundred
yeah.
million, Josh.
But you see, the market is already silly, so it does things like that. However, he did go
Mm,
to to Man City. He's been shit while at Man City, but because it's
complete
Man
shit.
City, you've not heard too much about Jack Grealish.
Mm,
But is Anthony okay with all
yeah.
the problems that he had at Manchester United because he's a foreign player? The stick that he got is not half the stick that Jack Grealish got.
Now, by the way, they are barely talking about Jack Grealish. They are barely talking about Luke Shaw. They are
They
barely
can't.
talking
He
about
plays for Man
those
City.
English players. Look at
Even
Jack.
Harry Maguire,
Was it Jack Wilshere? You
when
know.
Harry Maguire screws up for United, they say that the center back, the whatever the partner is bad. The number six has to be better.
Mm.
McTominay can't play with Fred. They expose Maguire. No
They
one is going to
exposed Fred,
carry
by
your
the way.
weight.
I remember. And I don't think it's fair that those guys do that. I think
But
it's one of the reasons why
that's
the
what
way, rather, it's one of the reasons, by the way, their players don't come out through. Look at Jadon Sancho. They're barely talking about Sancho. Even when Ten Hag
they
took him
only
to
talk about Sancho
Netherlands,
when he's
Josh,
at United.
even when Ten Hag took him to, or rather allowed him to go to Netherlands for
Yes,
for special, uh,
3 months.
3 months, you're training alone. The club is paying all the expenses. They are trying to get you in shape. You have a physio with you. You have a psychologist with you. Everyone, someone monitoring your body movement and everything, your health. You're on a diet. You come back, you do shit, and on top of that, you start giving the club stick. I mean, the fans complain, but the media doesn't do its good job, to put you out there. Do you know the way they've bashed Anthony, Josh? Do you
I
know the way
know,
they've
but he's a
bashed
foreign
Anthony?
player. They do
I know,
that.
that's
He's a
what I'm
foreign
saying.
player. But if you were fair to Anthony,
Odegaard,
and
Odegaard.
yeah, if you are fair to Anthony, if you saw the things that surrounded him while at United, then you would have known that the circumstances were a bit difficult for him, because they would tell you the guy has just come in, he's acclimatizing to the conditions, and blah blah blah. Then in the next season, all hell breaks loose when these allegations are thrown at him. So, but
It
no one
was
ever
really
looked
bad.
at that. I mean, the point was actually Maguire could
He
actually
talked
score,
about
and
it in his interviews, why he was performing so well. I don't know whether you read it. He said, "Guys,
no, he didn't.
you don't know what I was going through. It was so hard for me. Those allegations changed
Yeah,
everything. My life was ruined.
yeah, yeah.
The
Oh, I saw
people,
something that
how people
he
saw
was
me
fed up.
changed. Everything was different at the. Yeah, he said I was fed up. I even told my brother, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this. I feel like I need to step away." And it was his brother he was leaning on. Then at United, you're dealing with that. You've been dropped from the national team. The club is not sure whether they should keep you. They send you away for 2 months just to finish up everything.
I
So,
know.
it's very hard to come back right away, to come back with the right state, in the right state of mind,
Yeah,
and start
but
football.
all that doesn't make news. What makes news is Man United paid 85 million for Anthony, and look at him. Look at him.
I
Where
know.
is he? Where is he? Look at him.
Mhm.
Jack Grealish was paid 100 million, but maybe you can say
They
that
barely.
Manchester City was winning, so there was
That's
no
why.
yeah,
I
there
also
was no
think that's why.
reason to pick on the player. But he went like 12 games without kicking a ball.
Without kicking a ball,
Yeah, he
and
would come on in the
in
last three
fact,
minutes
he
and
wasn't
stuff
even
like that.
added in the preseason, unless I'm mistaken. But I remember reading somewhere that among the whole group, that was going to, with Pep in the preseason, okay, whatever it is, he wasn't among the players, Jack Grealish. And when Pep was asked, he's very cunning. Said, "Look, guys, come on,
Yeah,
I like that guy. I like that player, very good player and everything." Then later on, he carved around. He was like, "But the issue is, we want to trim the squad. We have
I
a
know.
very huge squad, which
But
is
it
true,
would
by
be
the way,
right to let
and we
him
want to
go. I
trim."
mean, he's
Yeah.
barely played football in like 3 years.
Mm.
A
I
guy
also
has one,
agree.
I think he has one goal in like 2 years.
Who, Jack Grealish?
Yeah.
Yeah, I also agree. By the way, he should. Once again, guys, please do subscribe. Yo, Nick Fadley is asking, is Amorim leaving? Amorim is not going anywhere. He's staying.
Nick,
He's
come
not
on.
leaving. The man just said at another press conference today. He's not going anywhere. He's staying. And by the way, he's a fan's favorite when it comes to the
Yeah,
fans. The
but
fans like
Manchester
him. They
United
say he speaks the truth.
Manchester United fans are very loyal. It's not
Mm,
even about yes, he's a good orator. He's very interesting to listen to, but Manchester United fans are loyal. I think there is no manager we've not been loyal to.
mm, mm. But anyway, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Sports Jazz guys, please do subscribe. Adieri, what up,
Oh,
brother? It's been a while. Adieri wants everyone. He wants Mark Gay. He wants Brian Mbeumo. He wants Liam Delap. He wants Jonathan David, Yao Pedro to sign for Newcastle. Come on, man. Come on, Adieri. You want all the good things for yourself. Um, Dre says something I'm gonna tell you guys about Jokeres this summer. He might not move. Don't be surprised at heart. I feel he wants United, so he might start Sporting Lisbon. Really?
this summer it's a gamble for United.
Mm,
Oh,
in other
Sporting
words,
Lisbon is playing in the Champions League, so he stays
oh, by the way,
at Sporting Lisbon for an extra year. His
mm-hmm,
contract runs out, then
mm-hmm,
he comes on a free to United. But then why would Sporting Lisbon accept that?
mm.
Because this is the only time that Sporting Lisbon can cash in on him.
I know it's weird, but let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. But I don't think that is going to be possible, Josh. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Um, yeah, Josh. Any news from Cunha? From what I understand, United have met 62.5 release clause for the Brazilian. Of course, the payment structure is the 3 installments over 2 years. And Cunha already gave the permission. He's due to undergo medical and is expected to finalize, this week, early next week. it's expected when the transfer window opens on 1st June for the deal to be finalized, Josh. We're still on that.
Yeah.
But the most good news, or rather, not good news, but the news that everyone is waiting for, Josh, is the Brentford winger, Josh, valued at 50 to 60 million pounds. That is a Brian Mbeumo. And Roma is, we have Agent Onana who's trying, they're both from the same team, Cameroon. So we have Agent Onana who's trying to persuade him to join Man United.
Let him persuade him, but as soon as Mbeumo signs, Onana leaves. We can keep him for now as an agent, just to lure Mbeumo into the club.
Yeah, I know.
But
Let's
he
wait
gotta
and
go. He gotta go.
he got to go. He got to go. But let's wait and see,
Adieri,
Josh.
Adieri, I have something to ask Adieri. Adieri, why
Mm,
do you want to sack? Sorry, why is Paul Mitchell leaving? Why is all of a sudden Paul Mitchell is leaving? Is it a breakdown in communication with the owners, or Eddie Howe and Paul Mitchell no longer can work together?
I don't
Or is
understand
the
by the way
failure
why.
to qualify for the Champions League?
I don't understand by the way that
Oh, they
who
did qualify for the
they
Champions League,
qualified,
actually.
Josh. They
Yeah, yeah,
qualified.
yeah, yeah.
They qualify. I also don't understand why he's leaving, but I think he has done a great job, though, Josh. Don't you think?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, Mitchell?
Yeah.
I don't think he has done a great job, as in he
No, Josh,
just
they've
got
done a
here.
great job.
He just got here last season. As in, who has he
Yeah.
signed? Who has he signed at
Well, they
Newcastle?
finished in Champions League, Josh. They've
Yeah,
done well.
but I mean, his job is recruitment, and he's a
There's
sporting director. His job is recruitment. He has barely signed anyone for Newcastle, and is leaving. I don't
maybe
remember
that's
if he signed any player.
maybe that's one of the reasons that's why Josh
Actually, he
is leaving.
wanted McGahey, or maybe he's being fired for failure to sign McGahey.
No,
He
that is not
flirted with
correct.
him the whole window, and nothing happened.
That is not correct. There's no way he would be fired. Yeah, Josh, still on those. Yeah, of course, Delap. Yeah, we missed out on him. And another one, Josh, another blow. Franco Mastantuno. It looks like the River Plate teenager Josh is picking up huge interest from PSG and might be on his way to PSG. They are ready to trigger his clause. Very expensive, and when PSG steps in, they just don't care.
Yeah,
You know.
38 million, and they have
Yep.
a youthful squad. So
Mm. So it's a bit tricky. I don't know how things are going to be. And Ryan Checky is a target for, I don't know, we're missing out on everyone. Just that is good. It's a target
yeah,
for Man
Ryan
City.
Chucky should go.
You don't like him.
I do, but I want Brian Mbuemo. I want Brian
He's
Mbuemo. My eyes are locked on Brian Mbuemo until
mm,
I even wanted Brian Mbuemo before Liam Delap,
he's very good. I mean, I wouldn't mind
because
seeing
if
him.
I do have Brian Mbuemo and Matthias Cunha, I think even Chido Obi could be okay. Even Rasmus Hoyland could be okay.
Yeah, but well, from what I understand, United's plan is now to push for Brian Buemo's signature, and I don't know
Not to
how.
push.
No, to push.
Oh, bro,
Yeah, you were worried.
bro. Yeah, man, we gotta sign that boy.
Yeah. From what I understand, that's what is next, and plans are there. They are drawing plans. They're trying so hard to make sure it doesn't fall. And it comes through. And I mean, I'm only worried anyway. I'm waiting to see how things will go. Uh, man, Fabrizio is also, as Dre was saying, Liam Delap will sign his Chelsea contracts in the next 24 hours as Ipswich has now authorized medical tests. City will get 30% of the deal as they have held a sell-on clause, included in the agreement with Ipswich. Buyback clause won't be activated. Man, Josh,
Yeah,
that is good business. Good business.
I know.
And guess who has been trending today, by the way, Josh? Your man from Guiders FC put up a very good performance. This
Seko
Sanise Kokon.
Kone.
And he's
Hey,
likely to start again tomorrow,
body
also
guy, body guy,
against
body
Hong
guy.
Kong. Against
Yeah,
Hong
but
Kong.
I liked the follow up of in the comment section.
Mm.
I forget his name.
Who?
The guy, the observation that was made by one of
Someone in the comments yesterday.
someone in the comment section. I mean, I really liked the observation that he made, because he did point out that Ruben Amorim has a way of taking care of his young
Oh,
lads who
by the
come
way,
through the
I
ranks.
remember. Yeah, I
So yeah,
remember.
he did it at Sporting Lisbon. He takes them out of harm's way. He doesn't
Mm.
expose them to injuries and a lot of noise and stuff like that. So when I do remember that Seko Kone only played for 15 minutes, I think Ruben Amorim is comfortable with what the boy can do. So he
But for
doesn't
only
want to
15
expose him
minutes,
anymore.
he turned everything up and down. Only
He
15
was
minutes. So
he was the
imagine,
best. He was the best player on the
imagine
pitch,
what we have on our
but
hands
he
when the
played
boy
only
keeps
15
playing.
minutes.
I know. So it's going to be massive. By the way, everyone that didn't, or rather that thought
And he's
Seko Kone
actually the
wouldn't come
right
in.
player. He's the right player to play for that Amorim type of midfield. That two-man midfield. If you have a player like that who has all the instincts to win the ball before even a player gets it, he nicks it off you. He does all those nice things around the ball,
Mm.
and with so you can only help him with the tactical discipline, and then you have a very good play on your hands. So I am not scared. I'm not scared on that front one bit.
Let's wait and see how things are going to turn out, Josh. I know, but I hope he's a player that picks up. I hope he's a player that does so well, and hopefully next time he gets minutes, which is tomorrow, he turns up so good, Josh. I'm praying that he doesn't get injured because he's someone who needs to be protected, Josh. We've seen how things have turned out. Kobe Mino got injured, and what's with the rumors that Kobe Mino might be sold? I've seen those, and sometimes when things don't go away, it's because it's true. There's no smoke without fire. Roma is Kobe Mino might be sold, Josh, in the summer.
That's okay. That's okay. Let's first sign Brian Mbeumo.
And but Josh is a project. Some
Yeah, we
fans
can.
won't be happy. You know
It's
what
all
happened
right.
when we signed, or rather when we
It's
sold
all
off
right.
Scott McTominay for only 25, and no
It's all
one saw
right.
that
Let's.
coming. By the way, caught
It's
everyone
o- I
off guard.
saw we saw that coming. We looked for players to sell. We didn't have anyone to sell. You should know that at Manchester United, it's very, very difficult to sell
Mm.
players because of the mistakes that were done before. That is why it is the only players you look at to sell is Ganacho, Kobe Maino, and the other young kids, because those ones you can sell. I don't think Eric Ten Hag wanted to sell Alvaro Fernandez at the time when he sold him, but he was the player that we could actually get
By the
money
way, we
from,
saw
even if
that.
it was very little money.
It's funny. By
But
the way,
yeah, those are the
and
players. I don't think he wanted to sell Zidane Iqbal,
no, I think
but
he
he's the
wanted to sell
only
Zidane
player.
Iqbal.
Is
Zidane
the
Iqbal had played for a while and he wasn't coming through. So yes, it's
No, that
understandable.
season, that preseason, he was actually the best player, one of the best players for Man United that preseason. But then
Mm.
we sold him, I think, for 1 million or 800,000 pounds. But just because they were the players that we could sell, it's very difficult for Manchester United to sell players because of the very high wages that are given to players. So if United is selling Garnacho, Kobe Mainu, and Marcus Rashford, let them go. And the only thing
No,
I can
Marcus
tell
Rashford
you
can go. I have no problem with Marcus Rashford going. He has showed
now, I
interest.
want to
No,
tell you something
Jadon
about Marcus
Sancho during
Rashford.
the interview yesterday, he was asked about something related to Man United, and he said, "No, I'm not going back to Man United." He said, "No, I'm not going back to Man United." Straight up
Yeah,
in the
we
camera.
yeah, we also told him straight up he should leave.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah,
he
we
said.
told him
But
straight up.
anyway, I hope Chelsea really come through and give us the 25
No,
M.
if
That
he
would really
fails,
make a
if
lot
he
of sense.
fails, his agents should do a lot.
His
His agents
agents,
should do a lot to get some money. His agents,
mm,
Jadon Sancho, they
yeah.
should do a lot to get him a new club.
Well, he should. But
But
anyway,
I want to
I
tell
think the
you
fans are
something
also
about.
tired of him. They're also tired of how he acts, the behaviors and everything. They also
He's
don't want
not a
him back.
good footballer. He's not a good
No,
footballer. He's
Josh,
not a
he used to
guy.
be at Borussia
Yeah, but
Dortmund.
I mean, because you used to buy milk for your kids growing up, you don't stop and say that. But I used to buy, until they still have to.
Kamason, my man to watch.
Yeah.
Kamason.
Kamason was a good, yeah, it was a good wing back. That kid who
Mm,
came on, he
yeah,
was a
yeah,
good
yeah.
wing back.
Well, let's wait and see. Because I saw Amorim saying today during the press conference that we won't be seeing kids playing only alone. Of course, they will be mixed because everyone is respected, not kids. He said no, everyone will be rather they will be mixed, maybe, but yeah, there'll be mixed, Josh, kids and seniors, seniors and kids. Still again, just to protect them, to guide them. Uh,
Yeah, you
choices.
have to look for the confidence for the players to actually do well.
I'm
So
really
you can't
excited
just
for I'm really excited for Aiden Heaven next season. He's a player that I really think has huge potential, and I, I I just hope next season he turns up so good and better, and yeah, he stays fit. He doesn't get injured. That is a
yeah, he
player that
should
we
play.
really look out for.
I think he's going to start the season in place of Licha, because
Yeah.
Licha, if he did get a surgery on his ACL, he'll
Mm.
be out until maybe September.
Oh, that's a long one, September. That's what the other guy was saying, being
Yeah,
ACL. He would
yeah,
be out. I think it was Ziyad. He would be out until maybe December. But I don't know. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see how things are going to turn up. It's just that it's a bit tricky just right now. We're in a very, very tricky situation. We need players back. We need good players. We need Amorim backed, fully backed, so that we get good results. And we need to start off on the right note, not losing games. We've lost enough games last season. We're already losing in the summer. Sorry, in the we lost yesterday, so I'm hoping that the team really turns up so well. I'm hoping Amorim is back so well, so that we get back on track. I'm not looking at finishing in top four next season, but I'm very happy if the team makes it in the first top 7 teams. Josh, at least with 7 teams in the first 7 teams, there's a chance of being in one of the European competitions next summer, and also that means the team will get a bit of more revenue on top of that. Maybe attract better players, because I mean, can you imagine that? I feel insulted that Liam Delap, walked away from us. I think that's why he
no,
took some
not
time to
not
agree.
one
He was
bit,
waiting. He was
not
waiting
one
for.
bit. He wasn't good enough for Manchester United anyway.
Mm,
Yeah, a dozen
well,
goals in the Premier League does not. Yeah, he's good potential, but we need to sign proper players now.
yeah, we need to sign proper players. Isaac Gyökeres is not moving this summer. Mark my words. It seems rather your his what his agent Isaac and Josh. Mark my words. Gyökeres is not moving. Save this post. Let me save this post. Let me start it. No, wait, I want to start it. Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
You say save this post. Remember, I say here anything about Swedish best players. I know Victor. United will take him with or without the champion. Really, bro? Don't get me excited. Maybe
Yeah,
that's why
let's get
they're
him.
saying,
But we need
yo,
him this season, bro.
yeah, we need him this season. Maybe that's why
Yeah,
they're
we need
saying
him.
United is going to sign a prolific striker this season. It could be
That's what we
Victor
gotta
Gyökeres.
do. Yeah, that's
But
that's what we
bro,
gotta do.
if we
Even if
manage
it's
to
the
beat
last day of the
Chelsea, also
window.
wanted him, but it looks like they will settle with whatever they have. But if we manage to beat teams like Arsenal over this guy's signature, I'm telling you, we are finishing third next season. Dre, mark my words too. Third. If we get
No,
Victor Gyökeres,
I only
Josh,
told
let me
you if
finish.
we do have Cunha, Mbuemo, Gyökeres, I'm in Champions League.
That's what I was going to
Definitely.
say. If we get Victor Gyökeres, if Manchester United gets Victor Gyökeres, you have Brian Mbuemo, you have Cunha, you have new reinforcement in the midfield. Of course, the defenders too. We are winning with Onana. I don't know, but yeah, we
Oh,
can always gamble.
oh, actually, no, 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 no. We can't gamble with Onana. We'd rather put another shot, but not Onana. No, no.
We rather put another Statue of Liberty, but not
Yeah,
Onana.
another Statue of Liberty, but not Onana.
No, I
Oh,
think Josh,
bro, not Onana.
no, he'll be
Yo,
staying. I don't think he's
honestly,
going to go. He's staying.
Isaac.
Yo,
Then if Onana stays at Man United, we can't finish in the Champions League places. Okay, Champions
Josh,
League places is okay,
no, we
but
are
we
going to
cannot
finish.
win shit. We cannot win shit.
No,
We
we
can't.
will, Josh. We wish.
By
I'm
the way,
not
let me
saying
tell
he's the
you,
best keeper, but
even if we have
that
Gyökeres
means the
and we have
defender's working. That means the
even
defender's working overtime.
bro, even if we have Gyökeres, Osimhen, who
Mm,
else? Haaland and Onana,
mm.
we cannot win shit.
Uh, uh,
Look at the
no,
goal he conceded to lose the Europa League trophy.
the Europa, yeah.
He's always going to have moments like that. I mean, you could actually be leading 2-0 and he gives away a goal like that, and the game has become difficult. Onana is shit. Onana gotta go.
No, Onana is shit. That is true. He's fake. He's
No, he
been
gotta
very,
go. He
very
gotta
poor this
go.
season,
Don't even
but I
think
don't see
about
him
it. By
going.
the way, this window, will also tell me something about Ruben Amorim, whether he stays at Man United or he leaves.
Oh, he
I
leaves. That is
don't
true.
like guys who sit on the fence. Be
That is
honest
true.
about yourself. The way he has been honest, speaking about the problems at United, be honest and trim that squad. Just take out everything that you think is not useful at
But Josh,
United. And
see, it's
Onana
very
is
easy
not.
to take out. It's easy to say take out everything, but Josh, to do that, you need, apart from the three players who are going to walk away,
You
Evans,
need
and I understand
soldiers.
Evans is trying to see if he can stay another year. But apart from Evans, you have Ericsson and Lindelof. Josh, who else do you? Okay, maybe Ganacho. Hopefully, Napoli comes through with Ganacho.
Onana can go to Saudi Arabia.
And who are you going to buy, Josh? Who's going to come cheaply? You know we're having
Bro,
problems with financial,
bro,
what, with FFP and PSR.
bro, even if you have Flecken, but not that guy.
I just can't.
Let's get another mistake.
And
Let's
by the way,
make
what's up
another
with
mistake
Rashford?
and go.
Let me first go to through the comment section. Baba, what up, Baba? What up, Baba? We have
Yo,
free
Baba,
wages of
Baba, what up?
Lindelof, Ericsson, Anthony, Rashford, and Sancho. Give Jokeres double what he's asking. No, Baba, Anthony is not yet confirmed, but the deal is Roma is if Real Betis doesn't want to buy him this summer and they want to take him on loan next season, a long season loan, they have to cater for almost 90% of his salary.
No, that's
That
not
is also
good
okay.
enough. We need money.
Josh, okay, but who's going to give you? Real Betis doesn't have right now 40 million pounds.
Atletico Madrid can take him.
Yeah, Atletico
Someone
Madrid
else can take him. As in, we're not compromising. We're not doing Real Betis a favor.
I know,
That, oh,
Josh,
let's
we're
do
not,
you a
but we need
favor and
sales,
give you
Josh.
this.
We need sales. And how about okay,
Exactly.
Rashford?
So now, the issue
It's
with
wrong
Rashford.
to be that it's going to be loaned. That is shit. We want money. We need to get around PSR,
No,
Josh.
you see, that's his agent.
Hans Flick and Deco are interested, but on a loans Flick with an option,
No,
not obligation, option to buy.
bro, that shit is not going to happen. Manchester United is bigger than both Barcelona and Rashford. There is no way Manchester United is going to do Marcus Rashford a favor to give him what he wants and leave the club, run down his contract, and benefit nothing from his stay at the club. Okay, we are under huge PSR
Cunha, man.
problems. We are under huge PSR problems that we do need the pure profit from players like Garnacho and Marcus Rashford. Any other player at Manchester United can go out on loan, but not Marcus Rashford, because
Yeah.
Marcus Rashford must give us that money, and we do get the pure profit, so our books can look better.
Not
Okay,
another
we,
loan, not another
no,
loan.
not at all. Now let me tell you
You
one
know.
thing. If you do take him, he has 2 years left on his contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, 2 or 3 years left on his contract. If you
Two and
do
a
give
half,
him
something
away,
like that.
yeah, if you do give him away on loan again, that means he is running down his contract to say a year, okay? And then he has devalued. You've devalued the player. You can no longer sell him the money that you thought you would sell him. And then Manchester United still has a card to play, because that guy Marcus Rashford and his brother, they should come to a table and they actually compromise and they look for the best outcome for them to leave. I'm sure Marcus Rashford wants to play in the World Cup for England.
Yeah.
And for him to do that, he needs to accept that Manchester United is going to let him go for money. Okay?
Yeah, I know.
We are
I know.
not going to. Why are we doing Marcus Rashford a favor? Why? Why are we giving him
Well,
away?
maybe Josh, it's because Barcelona is not ready to cash in. They don't have the
Why?
money to
Why
cash in,
should
Josh.
Why should Man United kneel before Barcelona
Because
for
they're the only
Rashford
ones
to
that are
go?
currently interested in him, Josh. Are you going to
Exactly.
hook him?
No, we hawk him. So the demand is 40 million. Okay, the demand is 40 million. That's it. Unless you're paying a loan fee, unless maybe we ask Barcelona to pay a loan fee of 20 million pounds, which doesn't make a lot of sense. You can as well pay the 40 and take the player.
I know.
You understand?
I
Because there's no
understand.
difference having 5 million. For us, those 2 players are magic weapons. Actually, the 3 players and Kobe Mino, they can help us a great deal with our
Look, if
profitability and
United managed to
sustainability
set
roles.
Garnacho, Kobe Mino, and Rashford, that is
We're back in
pure
the
profit.
game. We're
Then we are
back in
back
the
in the
game.
game.
Yes,
But
so why would you give
Josh is
away?
tricky. with Kobe Mino, it's tricky. Yes, I mean, I understand negotiations have really gone cold in terms of his contract, but I mean, he's still signed to Man United until when 2027.
Yes.
Yeah, we still have some time. So I mean, and Roma is, if he's playing, tough and doesn't want to renew, because we understand he wants 180 a month, then it's going to be tricky, and United have no
No,
option
we
but to let
can
him
keep
go.
him. We still have time. No, we still have time. We can keep him around. If suitors come this time, he can go. But he's a good player, and he can stick around while he develops and stuff like that. But what I cannot agree is for Manchester United to bend down low for Marcus
Mm,
Rashford to go to Barcelona because he has allowed, and we are not desperate for him to leave. He is desperate to play football so he can be called for the England team at the World Cup. So he's also going to look for a situation that
mm.
enables him to play football. So I mean, if he doesn't want to go, if no one is asking, if no one is going to give us money for Marcus Rashford, he should actually even consider playing in Saudi Arabia. All we
Yeah,
want is
yeah,
40 million pounds.
What up, Delian? He says we are getting Matheus Cunha, bro. I'm over the hills, man. I'm very
Yeah.
happy that we're getting the 25-year-old Brazilian.
What up,
I hope
Dylan?
he comes through. I hope, and I know he's going to do well, but Cunha alone does not finish or solve our problems. Of course, he's an upgrade. He scored 15 goals this season, but he's better than what we have currently in the attack. But add Brian Umbuemo, the man who has scored you 18, 19, 20 goals this season, has around 6 or 9 assists. I'm not so sure, but something around there, Josh. Add those two behind a striker, a good striker. And Josh, I'm telling you, you're going to get goals. Not forgetting the midfield issues. Address those issues, and you are going to get real serious goals
By the
from all
way,
those players
you know why I want Gyökeres to come to Man United.
to score goals, Josh. What else?
He's going to score goals, but he's going to turn out to be the player that you want to see at a World Cup
Let me
playing
tell you.
alongside Alexander Isak
Oh, by the
for
way, ooh,
Sweden. Bro,
ooh,
bro,
juicy.
bro.
Let me tell you something. I don't know whether I'm too much of a hater, but I
Yeah.
want Gyökeres to come to Man United and torment Arsenal, torment Liverpool. Seriously, I hope it's a brace every time we play those guys. It's a brace from
Yeah,
him, of course, and
yeah,
other
yeah.
players. I would want
It's capable
Gyökeres
that
to
though.
torment Arsenal and Liverpool very,
It's
very
capable
much.
that.
Dress says exclusive guys from me. Save the comment. Victor Gyökeres ain't moving. He's staying in Sporting Lisbon. Well, I
Again,
mean,
you've
he's
said it a
yeah,
third time.
yeah. He's saying that means it's confirming. I've seen this news
Ah,
of Moise Kean coming, but I'm not really so sure
Moise
about him,
Kean.
Josh. Yeah, I mean, we've seen him at Everton, we've seen him
As
at
if we
Juventus, we've
have
seen him
if
at
we have if we have Mbuemo and
yeah.
Matthias Cunha, I
Mm,
don't really care for the player in front.
mm,
Yeah, it shouldn't just be Rasmus Højlund. And then
mm.
the keeper shouldn't just be Onana. Let's buy another mistake, a
Why?
cheap mistake to replace Onana. Because I've seen the mistake that Onana is. He's always going to let you down when push comes to shove. He will
Mm.
let you down. Yeah.
Well, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Then
What up, Kedali?
yo, Kedali, what up? What up? Ericsson is old. Get Ericsson's. I told you, Nick is like robbed off. you know, seems Isaac and Josh
Have you seen the
lost
bar?
trust in me. You're correct. But who's giving you this? Who's giving you this 411? Seriously, Dre, first tell me. I know you're there. You're next to him in Sweden. I mean, you're getting that direct 411, but I don't know who's giving you the 411 that he's not coming to Man United. Rather, he's not going to, or rather, that he's staying at Arsenal. You know, Josh, I can't hear you. Josh, I can't hear you. Sorry. Uh, then who else is this? No, Josh, I can't hear you. Moise Kean, no, I don't think Kean is coming, bro. I don't think Kean is coming. There's no way he's going to be coming through. Adier is still saying, Josh, Isaac, how are you? Newcastle United. Bro, you're still saying the same. There is no way Newcastle is going to sign all these players. There is no way Newcastle is going to be signing all these players at once. Come on. No way. That is not factual. That is not true. But yeah, shout out to you, Adier, if you're always showing, for always showing that. But you beat Liverpool. You won the FA Cup. If that makes you feel any better, was it the FA, Josh, or Carabao? Huh? It was the Carabao, right? I mean, you won something, Newcastle. So, and you beat a very, very strong team. So, I mean, you should be happy. You shouldn't feel bad that things are not going through. You're going to win. You're going to do well. Let's wait and see. So, uh, yeah, that's yeah, bro. Say trust me because he's right there. He's in the mix right there in Sweden. So I think he knows what's happening. He knows what's about to happen with Jokeres, and I trust Dre. I trust Dre very, very much. More like Kakabao. Come on, silence, man. You're clowning the guys. Those guys beat Liverpool in the final and had to win a trophy. uh, yeah, Sib says Alex, Matthias, Tam, and David Promise are our strikers. Bro, who are these guys? To be honest, we do not need Delap. Delap pretty pricey as well. All we need are two United tormentors in less than 15M. Look, maybe I do agree with you, but again, we don't need players who are going to take more than a season just to cope up. We need an already proven striker to me, but the problem is we're having issues with PSR and FFP. But if Man United could, by any chance, if first of all, if United manage, by any chance, if they manage to cash in on to get money on Marcus Rashford, that is pure profit. Being a homegrown talent, that is very good money, absolute money. Okay, then Alejandro Garnacho, that will be also very, very, very good money, very good money. Those two sales, any two sales of homegrown talent, would help us a lot. Would really help us big. That's why we were able to sign players last time because we sold Iqbal. Yes, he was cheap. We sold the player currently going to Madrid from Benfica. I'm forgetting his name, Alvaro. We managed to sell which other player was that? Scott McTominay, who I think we really sold him cheaply, but there was nothing to do. We've seen some people even come out say that was a very poor sale. We shouldn't have sold our own man, our own homegrown talent. But the thing is, sometimes around these things, the PSR, FFP, you need to prove that you're selling players. You cannot just buy players. Where are you getting that money? Doing money laundering. Where are you getting that money? So the only way United step out of this is if they manage to sell two homegrown talent, because that is pure, 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 pure profit. Look, we're struggling. I know Sanchez is not pure profit, but we are struggling to sell him. He scored yesterday. He came on actually. They scored 3 goals, but Chelsea's still skeptical. They are not sure whether they should. Chelsea is not sure whether they should pay the 25 million for Sancho or pay the 5M. Josh, I hear you. They're not so sure whether they should pay the 5M. So it's a bit tricky, guys. It's a bit tricky, but hopefully, yeah, we managed to get around that. And let's wait and see how things will be. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. And Dre says it's final for Garnacho not coming back. He will be sold. Mbuemo imminent. He's coming very strong. I would love that.
Yeah. Yo,
Bro,
Dre, you're the new scout.
who's talking about Bakayoko? Come on, man.
Which Bakayoko? You know that name is very good. I like those players.
No, of
called
course, I'm not talking
Bakayoko.
about the other AC Milan, the one who used to be at Chelsea and went to loan, rather on loan. And
The first
AC Milan.
Bakayoko I ever saw was playing for Real Madrid. He was called Ibrahim Bakayoko. I think he's the first player. He's the player I learned a bicycle kick from before Roberto Carlos.
Please rephrase that. What did you say? He's a player. He did what?
He's a player I learned a bicycle kick from. Go, I'm a buddy guy. In front of goal, I don't know these guys of yours of Rasmus Hoyland. In front of goal, I'm lethal. Fox in the box. I have traits of Filippo Inzaghi. I have the technique of Cristiano Ronaldo. I have the Dutch turn of Ruud van Nistelrooy. I have some Kawowo of Thierry Henry. Bro.
And the foot flare for Lionel Messi.
No, 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 no. Messi, no. I'm not a start-stop guy.
Why don't you like Messi?
No, he's a remote. He's a start, stop,
How does the
start,
remote
stop.
win all those Ballon d'Ors? I know some were not legit, but Josh, come on, man.
If you do have the pace and you're a start, stop guy,
Hmm.
start, stop, you can beat players.
But then one could argue he was around very, very good players, and played in just the same team throughout. But yo, that doesn't get rather take away
No,
Josh. He's
he's
one of
good.
the
He's good.
goats. He's good.
Yo, bro, slices of Seeb.
I
That
know
name
Slices has
though.
been killing me. He has been killing me. He said he proposed two strikers, rather two. I think yeah, strikers earlier on in the comment section, and he said it's because they are less than 15, and we cannot spend a lot of money right now because of whatever is happening.
Yeah.
Uh, by the way, Kadeli, where do you always get these names? He
Oh
was
my
dropping the
God,
same thing
Agehoa.
yesterday.
Samu Agehoa. As in this, that's a Nigerian.
Yeah.
Oh, Samu, the Porto guy. I think that's the Porto
So
guy. The Porto guy. Yes, yes, it's the Porto guy. He's even Spanish, but that's a Nigerian name straight up.
Josh, who is this guy that Chelsea bought?
Omorodion, yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that I was going to. The one that
Yeah.
he was in Atletico Madrid, right?
No. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah, 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 yeah,
he's the
yeah, yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
Actually,
was the
Atletico
first?
Madrid or Chelsea. That is the other thing that happened during the window.
Mm,
The player who could have gone to Chelsea.
Chelsea. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I remember there was a melee about Samuel Omorodion
Yeah, 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 yeah.
in the transaction. I think that brought
Oh,
Gallagher.
but I've seen this. I've seen this. What he's saying, Lee Kang. But I don't. I'm not really
No,
so
no,
sure
no,
about
no, no,
it
no, 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 no,
because
no,
I
no.
think he's mid.
No,
He's
no,
mid.
no,
He's
no, no,
mid.
no. We don't need that guy. That guy is not even playing at PSG because he fed off. I mean, the desired though is the real deal. Lee Kang In was a good player some time back, but he's not been playing. So no, 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 no. Maybe we get our guy.
Who is our guy?
Our guy is Brian Mbwemo. That's
Mbwemo.
our guy. Yeah.
Oh, that guy
En
would cook
Nesiri.
people.
En
Mbwemo
Nesiri,
would
the
cook
Moroccan.
people. Uh-huh.
Yeah, the Moroccan is a bit old right now, but yeah, he has the experience. He has the experience too. If you can get him on loan, Yilmaz, yeah,
I think
Yilmaz.
that
No,
is
you're talking
is
about
from
real guys.
Morocco.
Yeah,
I think it's from
yeah,
Morocco.
Yilmaz. Yeah, no, Mauritius. He did say
Oh
Mauritius.
yeah, yeah, Mauritius. Yeah, Mauritius. Solid, strong news from Turkey. I told Josh earlier on that there could be money in a swap, rather money plus a player that is Rasmus Højlund for Osimhen. I don't know how true that is, but if Galatasaray is ready for that, come on, give us the Nigerian. Let's bang
Lord of
goals.
them all. Lord
Give
of
us
them
the
all.
Nigerian. Put him in front. Get Mbwemo and Cunha behind him, and we are going to torture teams. Teams are going to feel the heat,
I
the
know.
pressure. You know?
African thing this. African thing this.
Yeah, he's Spanish. Yeah, he was talking about that guy who's that.
Omorodion.
Mhm.
Omorodion.
I keep asking Adieli why he keeps talking about the same player, the same. I mean, why he wants all the good stuff for himself.
But he can't afford this.
By the
This
way,
Newcastle.
Newcastle has a 250 million transfer kit this season, Josh. This transfer window,
Yeah,
rather.
yeah, no, they do have money, but they're Newcastle. I mean, even if United finished 15th, they're
They're still
Newcastle.
Newcastle. That won't
Yeah, they're
change.
still Newcastle.
Well, they
It won't
just
change.
lifted a trophy after
Oh,
very many years.
Kedali says Nesri is 27 years of age.
Yeah.
But for me, I would prefer getting players who can. The Nesris are very good strikers, but they do score 10 goals,
Mm.
11, 12 goals a season.
Well, well, you were dying to sign this
I need
striker
Victor
who just went
Osimhen.
to who just went to Chelsea, Liam
Liam
Delap. He
Delap.
scored only 12 goals.
No, I wasn't dying to sign Liam Delap. I just
You
knew
might,
that
you might.
Jason Wilcox will continue to push for the signature of Liam Delap. But I think it's even the news that was pushing
Pesto
Liam
FX
Delap.
says we need a prolific striker. For me, or to me, Josh, we have two options. One, okay, I'll speak about the realistic ones. There are very many. One, really, really realistic is the one that Dre talked about earlier from Lille,
Yeah,
who just walked away.
but
Jonathan
Dre,
David.
yes.
Free transfer. Gyökeres, I don't think we are going to get it. Maybe, but yes, he would be a great one. And Osimhen is a bit just cheaper. The only problem is his wages.
Yeah, but his wages, if you do take away a lot of players, the Marcus Rashfords who are useless, the Jadon Sanchos who are useless, you can
Mm.
still pay him to 50K.
Yeah, well, he wants 300, Josh. Don't talk
Yeah,
about
you can
250K.
negotiate it down to 250K. It's Manchester. He's
Osimhen
playing
is
for
open to the
Manchester
move. It
United.
will depend on United wages. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. So
Yeah, but Dre, you see, if Osimhen comes, I don't think Gyökeres stays at Sporting Lisbon with the hope of coming to Manchester United.
that is correct.
Yeah, I don't see how that, because they're about the
Nyambayo
same age.
Brighton, what up, Bichi. Nyambayo Brighton says we must sign Osimhen. He's a good fit. Yo, I know, by the way,
Prolific,
Josh,
bad guy.
me, Osimhen, and
I remember.
of course, they're all victors, but I would pick Gyökeres any day. I think I've said that.
I'll pick Osimhen because that guy has gone through a lot.
Any day. Who? Osimhen?
Yeah. So
He
has
was one time
Gyökeres,
the
but
darling. He was one by that sports, Josh. He was one. Just
Kedali.
look at
Kedali. I
Marcus
don't
Rashford,
think
his situation.
Delap has missed United, not United missing Delap. United can't miss signing Delap, really.
By the way, Josh, news is from that I don't know how true it is that Eric Ten Hag is now the new manager of Bayern Leverkusen after Jabi Alonso leaving and joining Real Madrid
Yeah.
to succeed Carlo Ancelotti, who has now joined and is officially the coach, the Brazilian coach, Josh, the Samba Boys. So Eric Ten Hag, news coming in is Eric Ten Hag's Bayer Leverkusen are in discussion to sign or are discussing to sign Anthony and Garnacho internally. I
I
don't know
really
whether
think
on loan.
I think that's just whatever a shot at Eric Ten Hag.
Eric Ten Hag.
I don't think it has any truth to it.
I know
It's
he's
just
your
a shot
man.
at it's just a shot at Eric Ten Hag. But Garnacho would do very well at in Bayer Leverkusen in Germany with all that space to run into. Oh, and Anthony would do well. Actually, let them
I
give
want
us
him
the
to say. I
money.
want him to start Real Betis. He's really
Let
happy.
them.
He's found his
No, no,
form.
no, no.
We
We
just
want
want money. Let
money.
them
We
get
want
money.
money.
That's what
Real
I'm saying,
Betis
Josh.
doesn't have money, so let them give us the money from Florian Wirtz.
That's what
They
I'm
give us
saying, Josh.
55 million for Garnacho, and they give us 40 for Anthony. Good
That's what I'm
business.
saying. Very, very
Good
superb.
business. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, Josh, breaking news, major breaking. Chelsea in negotiations with Sancho's agent over contract terms. They want to keep him if an agreement is reached with the player. Voila.
Yeah, thank God.
Thank God. That's very good.
Thank
Thank
God.
God.
Thank God.
Man, we are such haters.
I hope he accepts. You know that guy. He has also an inflated ego. He might think that he's worth this amount of money, and he wants this amount of money,
You
and
might think
what?
he's
And
messy, you
yeah,
know?
he actually
Yet
thinks he is.
I just don't like him. Ever since he took out everything from all that concerns or that relates him and attaches him to Man United from all his social media handles,
For me,
I was like, no.
the moment that he came out and
Oh, this player is so good. This Rafael Leao is
nah,
very good,
I
but he's
wouldn't
not
like
AC Milan. There
Rafael
is no way.
Leao.
Why, George? He's a
No,
very
there's a
good player.
way.
I like him.
He's a very good player, but you see, the system that we are playing, I
Mm,
would prefer for us to get specific players who are going to fit in this system, not players who are going to learn a new
mm,
thing. Rafael Leao, if he comes, he's going to be learning how to play as an inside 10. Whereas if you have Matias Cunha and Brian Mbeumo, you already have players who can play as inside 10s.
mm,
Joshua Zagzi off the bench is also a player who is going to be able to play as an inside 10, and Kobe Mino. So those are four players for the two positions. That is good enough.
mm,
Whereas Rafael Leao is predominantly left-sided, whatever forward. He's a left-sided forward. He's very electric. He has a lot of energy. He has a quick feet. He's good. He's good to watch. He is very easy on the eye. I mean, if he dribbles, his success rate is so high at his dribbles and stuff like that. But he does need space to operate in, whereas our system intends to play another way. So that's not quite the player that you would want.
Well, let's wait and see. Comment section. Oh, come on. Really, 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 really. No, Dre, no, don't be shocked if Ahmad is moving. He's saying it's not concrete. There is no way. There is no way. Rafael Leao
Nah. He's
will
coming.
win. No, he's not coming. He's
No,
not
he can't
coming.
even play as a nine.
A mouth watering. The only player that we talked about yesterday that would be nice if we missed out. I think Lokman Ademola Josh will be a great. Yes, he's
Yeah,
27 years
Ademola
old,
Lookman is
but
good.
he will be good. He will be great, by the way. And I know Atlanta is looking to offload him. But I think, by the way, there is rumor that the current, right now, the former, who is almost going to be the new Roma manager, that is Gasperini, left because of one of the reasons that's why he left is the
Yeah, that
board,
Ademola
the
Lookman things.
fans, the board, the fans, the whole football world chose or were in favored
Yeah. Whatever he
Lookman.
did was
He got
wrong.
a lot of backlash. He received a lot of
Yeah,
he received a lot of backlash from the fans, from the
the board.
Atlanta board. And I think that
Yeah,
was really really bad. It made him somehow look a racist. Of course, he's not a racist.
but
He's not a racist, but
why? Why are you saying? Of course, he's not.
no, he's not, Josh. He's
Why are
great
you
with.
saying? Of course, he's
No,
not.
he's not. That came
I
out
mean,
wrong.
it's
The
your
delivery
actions.
was poor. The
Yeah,
delivery was
but it's
poor.
no. It's your actions that actually speak more than the things that you say. I mean, the things that you actually do, they speak much more than what you say in a press conference or stuff like that. So yeah, we know who he is, and yeah, he
Yeah,
did
I'm
do the
seeing
things that
again
he
more.
did.
Chelsea would like Sancho to stay if they can agree on a contract on contract terms which fit in the wage structure of the club or at the club. I think they don't want to give this
He will have to accept.
stupid money.
He will have to accept. He will have to accept
How many
because
years
he has
does he
already
have
told
on
you
his
he's not
contract,
coming back.
Josh?
I think two.
Oh.
Because he's even going to waste Chelsea's money anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
Josh
will be
also.
that. He'll be that player who scores 3 goals this season, four. He
Mm,
has 2 assists here, and the media will write about him. United lost, because he has scored in a derby or something like that. Yeah, but for me, Ademola Lookman would be a good choice for us to add. Yes, I agree. I agree with Brighton. We need players who are suitable in the system of the coach. We don't need
mm.
players who are going to learn, who are trying to adapt. Who no.
I think
He
it's one
had
of the reasons, by the way, we are struggling because they do not
yes,
understand
he
his
had
setup,
six
his
months.
formation, his style of play.
He had 6 months. He has tested the league. He should get a profile of the players, read the room, and get going with the players that he needs. But he should be honest and let Onana go. Onana is not going to do shit for us.
You and Onana.
We are only
Uh,
going to be worse.
well, he says Rodrigo Chelsea is going in all. Really? I thought who Jabi Alonso said in the press conference that he wants him to stay. He's part of his deals and everything, and he wouldn't want anyone to leave, especially him. And he's in. I mean, he's in part of his plans. So I don't know how true that is. But yeah, I think Madrid is all in for the money, especially if they think they have a replacement for a player. If Chelsea is going all in, because at the beginning it was Arsenal, but if Chelsea is going all in with the right money on that check, best believe they are taking him, and Madrid is taking the cash. Real Betis to pay Manchester United Anthony fee. Bro, where are you getting this? Let me first check how true this is. Maybe from what I see about Mbeumo, there's a belief that United would be prepared to match Brian Mbeumo's asking price if it meant getting ahead of their rivals in the queue. But significant outgoings are needed. That is true. That is Dean Jones' talk on Twitter, cadets of United Truthful. That is true. I don't know what we're going to do, but we need to sell players real quick. We need to let go of players. The only problem is who is going to come in and buy all those players? Who is going to come in and give you money for Luke Shaw? He's still, I think his contract expires in 2027. Who's going to come and give you money in Mason Mount? Uh, it's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky. So I don't see anyone giving you money in Mason Mount. I don't see anyone giving you money in Onana. Okay, if they do, then it's going to be very, very cheap and costly. Um, who else would we have to sold? I mean, okay, Jadon Sancho. Assuming they agree with Chelsea, that will be clean 25 million, but still, that is a loss. Um, Rashford, I don't know. I don't see Barcelona giving us 40 million pounds, man. I don't see that Barcelona get 40 million. They are going to come in with an option, not even an obligation, an option to buy. You know, of course, that's a loan deal. Real Betis, I don't think they're also going to pay for Anthony, because I remember their chairman was saying, or their president was saying, the deal from Man United in regards to Anthony is dry, just dry. It's just a loan deal, nothing more. Because we even took majority of his wages. We paid majority, I think 75% of the 80% of the wages this season. So unless they come in for a long season loan for Anthony, I don't see anyone else coming. I don't see anyone coming in. Yeah, Kadari, I just read this. I just read this phone from where I'm hoping to join. This does not mean we are not working on other strikers. Yeah, I read that earlier, but I don't know which other strikers are in the picture now, because I know the one that really suited our budget was Liam Delap, who has just shunned us away for Champions League football. I also think it's one of the reasons, he played around and took his time to agree. He was waiting on to see the results between Man United and Spurs, the finals in the Europa. But I mean, you have to give it up for Matthias Cunha. He's a real one, bro. He didn't care. Nothing changed his mind. He wants to play for Man United, regardless of European football. And I think that is why he's already becoming a fan's favorite. Yeah, but Kadali, shout outs to Muppeteers. I think they are the guys that earlier on tweeted that. Let's see. Dre, what do you mean? He gave all contracts to those guys. What do you mean? Chelsea said to no news. No, I know. Kadeli, no, yes, this was earlier on, but news coming in now is they are ready to agree on a fee, contract terms rather, with Jadon Sancho, provided he agrees to cut he's earning a lot of money at Man United, close to I think 280, including bonuses. It's but normally it's 250. So Chelsea don't want to give him that amount of money. They don't have that amount of money, and yeah, they're not going to give him. So let's wait and see how things turn out. But if he agrees, and he has to agree, because yesterday when he was asked if he wanted to come back to Man United, they asked him something related to Man United, and the idiot says, "I'm not going back to Man United." You can see how salty he is. So I mean, why would you keep a player who doesn't even want to play for you? Go where you're needed. Because right now he's not a fan's favorite anymore. No one is going to like him, and I actually don't like him too now anymore. But I wish him the best. He scored yesterday. He actually came on, and the whole game changed. They managed to score 3 goals, and shout outs to Jadon Sancho. I mean, do your thing. Go win. Go win, Jadon Sancho. But yeah, guys, we're still linked to very many players. But to me, I think the most important area to work on is the attacking positions. I mean, those the 2 10s and the striker. We've really performed. We've performed so poorly last season. Garnacho has not scored enough goals. He has missed sitters. Yes, he has scored a few. He has also contributed a few, but he could have done more. You have Rasmus Højlund, who I think shouldn't be playing for the club anymore. He's been horrible. When I say horrible, extremely horrible. Then you have Josh.
Yo.
Then you have uh where were you from? You came back in Haley.
Yeah. I needed to refill my juice.
Okay. But yeah, Sports Jazz guys, please do subscribe. Yeah, that is Josh making a special entry. That he always has those weird entries. Last time he came on
Man.
asking, I don't know whether some of you saw that.
Dre is giving me news. Yo,
I know. I don't
I
think it's
even
true.
don't believe you, Dre, man.
I don't believe Dre. I don't believe him yet.
I just
But yeah,
want him
Josh, I hope we
to.
managed to get our real targets. And I'm talking about Mbuemo. and Cunha is
Yeah,
already in the
yeah.
bag. I don't know who the other striker. I don't
I
know which
really
other
hope.
striker we're
I
going to go in
really,
for. Maybe Osimhen.
yeah. I really hope we do get Brian Mbeumo,
I,
because
I I like him too.
I like the physicality. The manager kept saying that we are not strong enough. Okay,
Mm,
so he
mm,
observed that we were not strong enough. We didn't have the right profile of players in the positions on the pitch to actually help us outmuscle teams and stuff like that. So, I
mm,
mean, if he has identified that, at least the two players he has chosen in Matias Cunha and Brian Mbeumo, these are
mm.
players who can do these things.
Let's wait and see. Sports Jazz guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Real huge pleasure, man. Salute to everyone that has been in the comment section. Kadari, I don't know where you get those players from that you keep dropping, name dropping, just
Yeah,
like
that's
yesterday.
good, man. That's good, though.
Impressive, yo. Of course, the real one, David is also, sorry, Dre is also a real one. He says, Ahmad Diallo hopes for Ganacho to stay after Amorim tells. Yeah, I read that, but yo, he has to go. He has to bounce. He
He
has
has
to
to
go.
say nice things. I mean,
Dre,
you've asked him a direct
Dre,
question.
I'm waiting. I'm going to keep. We are holding on to what you said earlier.
Of
He
Jokeres,
yeah,
he's
uh,
not moving, huh?
he said he's not moving.
But for
You
me,
know,
I think he should quickly put in a disclaimer that if Man United do sign Osimhen, then Jokeres can leave. Because if he's staying at Sporting Lisbon for the purpose of coming next year, actually Man
and
United then is not going to sign a
he has
striker in
Champions
the
League
mold of
football, by the
Osimhen.
way. He has
Exactly.
Champions League
Then it's not
football.
going to sign a player in the mold of Osimhen.
Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Once again, thank you everyone that has been in the comment section. Dre, Kadeli, we've had Brighton Nyambayo for the first time, brother. Please do subscribe. Hope to see you next time. And yo, Kadeli, bro, keep dropping those names. Keep dropping those names. Then we had Pestol. You know, we had slice of what of Sib, slices of
Yeah,
Sib. Shout out to
slices of
you.
Sib.
Adieri, we had Nick Fadley earlier on. I mean, everyone that did participate, man. Good to see
Dylan,
you. Dylan, Baba, everyone
Baba.
that did
Yeah.
participate. Yeah, incredible, man. Everyone. Yeah,
Keep
we are
it up,
signing out,
boys.
guys.
Keep it up, boys.
We are signing out. See you tomorrow. I'm not so sure because tomorrow is a Saturday. So,
Tomorrow is
no, tomorrow is a
Friday,
Friday.
though.
Tomorrow is Friday.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, I think we shall be on. We shall be on. Yeah, we
Yeah,
shall
we
be
shall
on.
be
We have
here.
to.
I
Uh,
mean, Brand Mbeumo, it's advancing tomorrow. Yeah,
you've called it.
yeah. I'm calling it. It's advancing tomorrow, and I think we should see one last comment from Brighton.
Brighton
Yeah.
Yamba, your brother. Please do subscribe. We're always here around this time. Subscribe and you'll be getting the notifications, man. Subscribe. He says thank you. See you next. See you next time, brothers, man. See you next time. Opinion. Ganacho can seal Man United's path. Yep, that is true, Josh.
What he can what?
Seal Man United exit path.
125 million pound transfer confirmation.
Mm.
Our Kitty.
Yep. I think so far, I don't know how true it is. It was rumored that we have around a transfer of 100 million pounds, and
But it's
uh,
normally more.
it,
It's normally more,
it's
but we are
likely
going
to
to
be
sell all
more
those Garnachos, all
after we
those
sell more
Anthony's.
players.
Yeah. We have to sell them. And
What
Onana
do you
should
mean?
be
But man,
first on the list.
no, Nana is not going. Is not getting sold just very soon.
Onana
Mm-mm,
should go.
he's not. How is Victor? Victor, well, we have
Samson,
some. Samson, we have his agent in the comment section who is
actually,
Dremotisa.
Isaac, before you even tell him which Victor, because we have Osimhen and Jokeres.
No, I think he's talking about. By the way, I think he's talking about the same hand. I was going to
Yeah, so
give.
which Victor? Which
I might be
Victor?
crucifying Dre for
Dre.
nothing.
Yeah.
Samson, nice to see you, man. Please do subscribe, turn on the notifications, guys. See you
And which
tomorrow.
Victor is it? For Victor Osimhen?
I think it's
There's some
Osimhen because he's the only one who has been just linked to us in the last few
there's some
hours.
interest there, but we have an insider here. Yeah, we really need Osimhen.
Osimhen is saying the real one.
Yeah,
We really need Osimhen. Okay.
yeah, we
Osimhen,
do, man.
Well, Roma is there's I don't know how true it is, but negotiations of a player and money, that is Rasmus Højlund going the other side, of course, with the money in a deal to have Victor Osimhen. Now we all know most Chelsea walked away because of the wages. Just his wages were crazy.
I
He's a
know.
bit cheap, around 30 something, and Napoli is ready to swallow that money, but just know he doesn't come cheap. The
It
wages are
will
really
come.
so
It will
crazy.
come cheap. It will come cheap.
Dre's laughing. Who him? Dre's
Yeah.
laughing. Delap will never develop us. I agree. By
We
the
were
way, that
very
is true.
fortunate. We were very
Yeah.
fortunate to have.
We're very fortunate to miss out on
To
Delap. He
have
will never
we
develop
didn't
us.
miss
That's what
out
I was
on
saying.
Did have missed out on United, so we dodged the bullet.
That's what I was saying. United need an already proven striker, another player who's not a striker. Yeah, player who's going to need 2, 3 more seasons, to be a top striker. So anyway, guys, we call it quits for now. See you tomorrow, same time. Shout out to everyone. Samsung, please do subscribe. We love you all. Sports Jazz, adios.
Salute.